Alrighty guys, 'tis I, ChrissieGirl. Welcome to part 7 of my LEGO Harry Potter Years 5 to 7 playthrough. And we're now in the room of requirement, about to begin our first defense against the dark arts lesson with Harry as the teacher. And we're actually going to learn something pretty valuable. Something we're going to be doing in the years to come in this game. And yeah. We're sticking it to the man. Stupid Umbridge trying to stop us from defending ourselves, wanting us to get killed. Bitch. So anyway, for this part we actually take control of Fred and George Weasley. And this is how he drew. This is dueling. You actually get to do proper dueling in this game. This is something completely new over years 5, 1 to 4. Basically, when it comes to dueling, your line around the edge of the dueling arena has to match the colour of the other opponent. When it comes to firing a spell, obviously it has to be the same colour as the other half of the circle, of the arena that we're in. So, just switch her out, try to get it to the right colour, then cast the spell at them. When you do cast a spell at them, it will create a sort of priori incantatem effect, and you have to just rapidly tap the button to beat the opponent. If you press the B button as well, you can block an opponent's attack if you don't have the spell to, necessarily to make the colours match of the, edge of the arena. It's relatively straightforward dueling, very easy. Ginny's giving Harry the eye there. It's not just Cho that loves Harry. But at the moment, Harry's got a crush on Cho. He doesn't realise that Ginny, fancies him as well. Snogging session. Oh, Harry, you and your romantic entanglements. So anyway, once we're done, once Harry's done snogging Cho, we can come back this way. Okay, it is on a higher level than the Great Hall. But still. Yeah, Like I say, dueling's really easy to get to grips with. It's really easy. Incredibly difficult to lose, actually. In fact, it's practically borderline impossible to lose. If I do lose at it, then I'd be pretty darn ashamed. But yeah, that was one other new aspect that was introduced in this. It probably would have been handy in years 1 to 4 for that final boss against Voldemort, because that was just disappointing. Luckily, the final boss of this game is much better, though I won't spoil anything. I mean, it is pretty straightforward, but it's still fun. Much more fun than the last game's final boss. So anyway, we're back in the common room now, and another loading screen with Filch basically being an idiot. Nothing unusual there. And we get a cutscene with Harry in bed. And I think this is the scene where Arthur Weasley gets attacked by Nagini, who has a completely different appearance in this game to what she did in years 1 to 4. At the end, in year 4, which was the only time you really see Nagini, she's very, very thin and brown, and in this game she's big and green, kind of like a basilisk, but not as big as a basilisk. But anyway, Arthur Weasley has been attacked. Harry has witnessed it, so we might actually be able to save the guy's life, because Harry actually witnessed it, even though he wasn't actually there. So Dumbledore's going to send them back to... Well, actually, no, he's not. He's going to make Snape torture him. believe it or not, this is the next level of the game. And it's the best level in the entire game because Snape is a playable character! Sorry, I am a huge Snape fan. He's my favourite character. And up there you can get a gang member of Dudley's pretty darn useless character token if you ask me. But yeah, you get to play as Snape in an actual level. You don't have to necessarily unlock him. Obviously it's nice to unlock him, but you know, we get to play as Snape in this level. How cool is that? But there is a reason why we get to play as Snape in this level. And there is also a very good reason we're back in the park that we were in the first level. See, Snape is rooting through Harry's memories at the moment. And for whatever reason, Harry remembers the park. I'm going to make Snape go down the slide. Whee! Obviously, we can't dig or do anything like that. So this is a level that's definitely going to have to be revisited. But anyway, Snape only has one spell in this level, and it's called Focus, which is basically Legilimens. He's basically able to see what people want. And Dudley over there, or at least a memory version of Dudley, he wants a cake. Who didn't find that surprising? Because I certainly didn't. Dudley's all about the food and beating people up. Oh, we can dig. I forgot about this thing. Yeah, you can dig. Just use this thing and you can dig stuff up. It takes forever though. But that's the cake. For those of you who actually care about where it is, it's over there underground. Why the hell Dudley would want to eat a cake that has been in the mud, I do not know. But yeah, I'm just gonna dig. Dig, 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 dig. Excuse me. And unfortunately it doesn't seem to be coming up anymore with Harry being where he is, so I'm gonna back it up a bit, just so I'm not on it. Okay. It's a Hogwarts crest piece. That's great. Very handy to have, and it's for Slytherin. Drive round, Harry. Don't run over Snape, whatever you do. No matter how tempting it might be. He's the best character in the series. You can't run him over. But anyway, I don't know what's under this one. I almost wish I had Crookshanks. It's tedious looking at this thing do its work so slowly. It just seems to be just studs in there, but I'm pretty sure you could dig up a Weasley box somewhere because you can use the Weasley box just like you could in the first stage. But anyway, take the cake over to Dudley. He's going to be all happy. And then the scene's going to change. And we are now in Grimmauld Place for whatever reason. Harry's memories are very odd. But yeah, I've just cast a focus spell on Molly Weasley, who's standing over there. Snape cannot use any spell other than focus, so if you need to use other spells, you have to switch to Harry, which is kind of disappointing because I want to play as Snape. I sound like such a fangirl. Never mind, eh? Ugh. It's not even that late and I'm yawning already. It's 2 in the afternoon. I should not be wanting to go to sleep. Yeah, this kind of thing can be a little bit finicky, but you know, not so much that it's bad. Anyway, it's a photograph of the Marauders and Lily by the looks of it. But anyway, Molly Weasley is now happy, so the scene can change. When you learn Reducto, come back here, because you can probably see glittering locks on that cupboard there. And the scene changes. We're now in the room of requirement. Why the hell does Snape just not think, okay, what was he doing in there? Where is he? What's he been doing? I suppose it doesn't give away too much. I'm just going to zap around with focus. AKA Legilimens. No, Legilimens. That's how it's pronounced, isn't it? Legilimens. Or whatever. The mind reading spell. But yeah, we've got to attack all of these fake Dementor thingy majiggies that basically are really crap substitutes for Dementors. When you've done that, there'll be this weird looking thing that we've got to destroy. Oh, that's where the student was. It wants its wand. And that creature has its wand. Or her wand. I think that's Cho, actually. Surprised Harry wasn't thinking about snogging her. Probably was what he was thinking of, but obviously it's been tweaked somewhat. To have Snape wandering around, firing off spells at clouds above everyone's head. But anyway, the scene changes, and for whatever reason, we are now right by the Department of Mysteries. This is where things start to get interesting. Hey. Harry came down here near enough when he went to court, but he never actually explored it. He just went straight into the courtroom. There are quite a few things to manipulate around here. Whee! I just think this level's awesome, just because of, you know, for multiple reasons. We get to, you know, basically go into the past, for one. And we get to play as Snape without having to unlock him at all. It's great. But then again, I always, you know, had a soft spot for Snape as a character. Okay, so we've got to catch this memo, which we're going to need to give to Cornelius Fudge at the end. Obviously, we're going to focus him first, or use focus on him, so that we know that he wants the memo. Because I've got to get control of Snape. Oh, excuse me. Plenty of things to zap around here. There's little things with Harry's, you know, a wanted sort of picture of Harry or something, and I'm not sure, but it gives you a crest piece, so worth getting them all, I think. Whee! Harry cannot use focus yet. It's important that that's sort of out there. Yeah, Harry can't use focus, only Snape can. Harry will pick up on how to use focus later on, but for the time being, only Snape can use it. Which makes him awesome. Right. Oh, true wizard rating, that's handy. So now the scene's going to change again. Snape looking very deadly. Even for a piece of Lego. Final memory of the level. So, I'm going to enjoy this last few minutes with Snape. Yeah, you know, the platform 9 3/4. Or King's Cross even, I should say. Quite a few studs to pick up around here. But towards the bottom of this, oh, I can use a Weasley box there. Towards the bottom of this level, you'll find Lord Voldemort. And once you've used focus on him to find out what it is he wants, that's it. You'll have finished the level. Like I say, I love this level. It's not only is it completely, it feels completely different to the rest, but playing as Snape is also a plus. This isn't the only sort of sepia-toned level that is sort of set in memories and stuff. We're going to be seeing another one in, year 5, which is never a bad thing. And that level's, well, not as good as this level, or but, as imaginative. It's still a great level. But we'll see it later on. Snape's behaving strangely. But anyway, here's Voldemort. If you try and get close to him with Harry, he's just going to push you back. So, got to turn to Snape. Shoot at the top of his head thing, and we'll see a weird looking ball thing, and that's it. And Snape's had enough of Harry for one night. All those bloody memories. But yeah, that was the 3rd level of year 5. My personal favourite level in the entire game. Yeah, not purely because of playing as Snape, but having Snape as a playable character certainly does help. Yeah. I just think the level's really quite imaginative compared to the others. Having to skip from memory to memory. Area to area. I like it. But anyway, guys, that will be it for part 7. I will be doing part 8 soon. See you then.